Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Joanne, the voice of Wisdom 31. Today's video has two parts. This is part one, Release with Love, Racism, Humanity, and Spiritual Blindness. Okay? Part two will be released next. And let us begin. Recently, I watched a TikTok story about a Black woman or pregnant woman, and I think most of you are aware of that story in TikTok. She arrived at the hospital in visible pain. Instead of helping her, the nurse, a white woman, she spent 30 minutes on paperwork. Okay? 12 minutes later, that woman gave birth. When I watched it, I was in pain. Something happened inside me. My stomach dropped. My heart squeezed, my whole body become hot. I realized I wasn't just watching a person that has a bad attitude. I was watching a moment of spiritual blindness. What struck me immediately, by the way, was not only the neglect, but the absence of humanity. The nurse did not see herself in the woman in front of her, period. Yes. If the patient had looked like her humanity would have activated sooner. It would have. This is not about calling one person bad. This is not a name calling video. It is about how biases can make someone cold and lack in compassion. Okay? Black people recognize this instantly, not because we want to, but because history has trained us to. Just like white privilege is an inherent understanding white people carry, recognizing racism is an inherent understanding Black people carry as well. Let me make something clear. Racism is not a social problem, okay? It's not only a social problem, yes. It is a spiritual disease of the heart. It is inherent through the centuries. It distorts perception, it hardens compassion, and it hurts the person who carries it as much as the one it harms. If the nurse had shown basic compassion, the conversation today would only be about policy. Yes, we would need to call the hospital. Why should a woman in active labor sit for 30 minutes doing paperwork? That's unacceptable for our society today, 2025. It is a system we must fix and we need to fix. But when bias is mixed with neglect, the wound becomes deeper. So we cannot heal what we refuse to name, guys. So white people recognize racism only after doing the inner work to understand the conditioning they inherit. Black people recognize it because it was built into our survival. So there is a deeper spiritual truth behind what we all saw, guys. And it's affected both Black and white community differently. So I will be talking about that in my next video, which is lead to something I often teach about, two forms of forgiveness, and also Black and white people, what they inherit after slavery. But what makes me happy about this story is that the baby and the mother are doing well, and the nurse was removed from her position after the public, spoke out. Now, let me tell you something. When you do wrong, eventually your action will come to light. So let us check our character daily and commit to living an honorable life, both private and public. Every human being carry the ability to do what is right. We just need the willingness, and God will help us do the rest. So thank you for watching. Share, like, comment, and subscribe, and spread the awareness. Okay? I will see you in the part two, where we go deeper into the two forms of forgiveness and how they can heal generations. Okay, so thank you so much. I look forward to see you in the next part. Bye bye.